All right, so I started editing this image yesterday, and I wanted to do a behind the scene. Well, I wanted to do a retouch video showing you guys how I edit a plus size model, but I didn't get a chance to. Yesterday was Friday. I was supposed to do a retouch video, but the video that was published on Wednesday was actually supposed to be that video for Friday, but it came through too early, so I didn't do a video yesterday. Anyway, so this image, I already made some adjustments to it, but right now I removed all the adjustments. I'm just going to show you guys what I did. So this is the before image. Actually, I did some adjustments on the background layer, so well, this is just a partial edit basically of the image. So what I did some more removal of blemishes from the model's skin, and right here, as you can see, this is a frequency separation tab. If I turn it on, you'll see the adjustments that I've done. So I basically even out the model's skin using frequency separation, as you can see there. All right, and then after that, I believe I created a new layer, and then I made some more adjustments right here and here. I believe I used the patch tool to make those adjustments, and then I did some dodge. So what I would do now is to do some burning, and I say, you know what, I just need to do the burning and color grading live. All right, how do you avoid losing colors when exporting? All right, so I'm going to show you how to export so you don't lose any colors or anything like that. So as you can see, this is the raw image I'm working on right now. So I did the dodging, so I'm just going to do some burning now. So I'm going to come right here for the burn, and if it's the first time watching my video, you can check the link in the description for the action. You know what, let me show you guys. Have you seen the behind the scenes for this video, for this photo? Let me go to it right now. So this is the behind the scenes. I'm not sure if I should mute my mic. Let me just mute my mic just to ensure that we don't have any feedback. I'm not sure if there's a feedback or anything, but I mute the mic and I just unmute it. I'm not sure if this is actually safe to do, but let me mute it again. All right, so I'm not going to play the entire video because yeah, you know exactly how to find the behind the scene link. It's actually in the description below this live. You can check the description for it, and if you want to download the action, it's right here. It's also on the description of this video. Anyway, let me go back to the image, and I'm going to do the dodging. Well, I did the dodging right. I'm going to do the burning now. So I'm going to come over here to the brush tool. I'm going to hit the brush tool, ensure that my flow is at 1%. And then I'm just going to zoom the image in, and I don't want to do too much dodging, so I'm going to shape right here a little bit, and right here, then the arm. So basically I'm just highlighting the shaded area, the shadow that I'm seeing, or wherever we don't have any light. I'm just doing that. So I'm just shaping the body basically. I don't want to add too much. A lot of us tend to add a lot of dodging, a lot of burning, but trust me, you don't need to add too much. You just want to add a little, So yeah, so let's look at the before and after for the burning. So that's the before. It's subtle, you can't really see much after, because you don't want to do too much. Trust me, try to do add a little, and then you increase it if you need to. All right, so that's that. So the next step now is to do some color grading. So I'm going to press Ctrl Shift Alt E to do the color grading. Well, to create a new layer for the color grading, I'm going to press Ctrl J so I can get a duplicate in case I make adjustments to this layer and I want to delete it after. You know, I still have the original one. So I'm going to come here to filter and then camera raw. And I'm not sure if you guys noticed that Photoshop has updated their Photoshop layout. The entire thing is now updated, so the adjustments are a little bit different. The layout, wherever they're laid out, it's different from what we all used to. I was a little confused when I updated it, and then I wasn't able to find all the tools, but trust me, they're actually right there. They're there. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is to go down to collaboration. Normally collaboration would actually be on a tab up here, and then I'm going to go down to where it says blue primary, and I tend to always come here and make adjustments using the blue primary hue. I like the skin tone that it gives the model, so I'm just going to bring it up to about minus 27 or 28. That looks good. I'm going to pull the saturation back a little bit and see what it looks like, and put it forward and see. All right, so that's the saturation. I'm going to do 36 should be okay, good. And then I'm going to come here to the basic, and then I'm going to adjust the dehaze. The dehaze will warm the image up a bit. All right, so that I don't want to add too much. That is it, good. And you see how easy this is? Very, very easy. Let me show you the before and after. Look how easy I did a color grading. Very, very easy, by just making 2-3 adjustments. All I did, I went down to collaboration, and I bring up the blue in the primary colors, and then I just brighten it up a little bit, and then I went to the basic and I play with the dehaze a little bit, so it warms the image up. If you look at the background, you see it's warm and the sky is blue, and you see over here it's washed out. So when you're making adjustments to the colors, I don't want you guys to add too much. Just put a little. Look at it. It doesn't have to be really vibrant, you know. That's not what you're selling. You want it to look as natural as possible, you know. All right, let me read some of these. Thanks, man, for your kind work. You're the real human being. Gives. Yeah, man. Thanks, CCTV Live. Thanks for that comment. All right, so I've done that. I'm not sure if I want to do anything else to the image, because I think I'm okay with what I'm seeing right now. I don't want to add too much to it, because I don't want my image to look surreal. So I think that's okay. So I'm not going to do anything more to that. That's the basic color grading I want to do. All right, but I notice right here is not even at all. So I am going to create a new layer now. I'm going to get my patch tool over here, and I'm just going to try to remove some of these dark colors that we have. So there are times when I clean up my images and I still go back and make some more adjustments to it, because sometimes you will miss certain things. So it's always good for you to you know, go back over the image and check to see if there's anything there to remove. Sometimes you can leave some of the flaws, yes, because you want it to look as natural as possible, but it's always good for you to go back over the image and take a look to see if there's anything else you need to remove. And sometimes you'll just see it when you're making the adjustments, when you're making color. Because sometimes when you add colors to the image, or color to the image, some flaws will actually present itself. So you just have to you know, remove it, because it's no showing. All right, let's see what Kim is saying here. Like this tip, I usually overdo it when color grading. Yes, yes, I can remember in the past I used to um, color grade my images, like they're so vibrant in color and saturated, and trust me, that's not the aim. I mean, people will like it for a little time, but you professionals will see your work and say, hey, that's not good. All right, so I am not a fan of manipulating the model's body at all, but there are times you have to make some adjustments. All right, I'm going to create a new layer again, and I'm going to liquefy the model's body a little bit. Right, so Control Shift X, I believe, is for liquefy. Good. All right, so right here, because of how she actually posed, we could, you know, bring out here a little bit so it in line with here. Normally, as a professional retoucher, you have to fix certain things, to be honest, because when you're selling a product, you want it to look good. And sometimes, you know, how the model pose it might look weird, and you have to just do some little adjustments to fix it. So I'm going to, you know, pull here a little bit so we can have it lined up with here. So, you know, honestly don't remember which tool to use. I think it's this one. All right, push left. So I'm just going to bring this up a little bit, and I'm going to take my time and just move this out a little bit. All right, you know what? I don't think this tool is going to work for me. Let me try this one, forward. This one is the tool. So you want to choose the one that says forward warp. All right, so I'm just going to bring this, get this a little bit bigger, and we're just going to bring this here a little bit. Bring this here and here. You don't want to move it too much because you don't want it to look fake at all. All right, right here as well. Sometimes you just have to fix some of these things just a little bit. You don't want to pull it out too much. All right, just like that. Just like that. All right, good. So now it's in line with her thigh coming up. All right, and that's what you want. You don't want it to look fake. You don't want it to look too Photoshop, but you want to ensure that it's in line. You don't want anybody to be looking at the photo and say, hey, what's happening right there? No, you don't want that. Right here, I might do the same thing for right here as well. I don't necessarily need to, but I'm just going to touch it up a little bit. Gonna get this a little bit bigger. Just a little bit. All right, that looks good. I think that looks okay. Just a little bit more. Right, good. Hold on. I think I need to do here a little bit more. All right, that's it. We don't need to do any more, or maybe just right here. It's a little bit. All right, that's too much. Just a little bit. Like that. Good. So now we have, you know, everything looks even. All right, so what else I need to do with her body? Nothing else. That's it. And if you take a look right here, you can see that I didn't do too much because I want it to look natural as possible. So, you know, what we could do though, I realized that there's a, no, I think that's okay. No, that's fine. That's fine. All right, good. So I'm going to press OK. And that's the before and after. Let me zoom it up. Before and after. You have to ensure that you make some small adjustments so the body can shape properly. We don't want to overdo it. We can actually do this when they're posing. We can actually have them set a certain way so it push out that section of the hip. But sometimes when you're shooting, you don't really have the time to really fix the model like how you want to. Sorry, that is why we have Photoshop to make those little adjustments. All right, good. So right now, this is the full size image, right? I did not crop it for Instagram yet because I want to show you guys how to crop it for Instagram and also upload it to Instagram without losing any color or losing any sharpness to the image. All right, I don't like to add sharpness to my images because it makes no sense to me. Okay, so now we're going to crop this image. So we're going to come over here to the crop tool right here. You can press C on your keyboard for the crop tool. And once you hit the crop tool, you want to come here and you want to go to 5 or 4:5 ratio, which is 8:10 in inches. All right, so we're going to do that. Now, we either want to have the model on one side like this, because like that, or we want to have the model in the middle. So you have to know how to position your model when you're cropping. I think I want to put her on one side because most of my images, the model is in the center. And, you know, sometimes you don't want to just add the image in the dead center. Sometimes you want to offset it, you know, put it on one side. So that's the side I want to put. I'm going to press enter. As a matter of fact, no, I'm getting rid of some of the sky, which I don't want to. I don't know what I was doing just now. Let me bring this back over. So we can't go to the side because the image wasn't wide enough. I need some sky in my image, trust me. I'm going to try something. Before I crop it, I'm going to try something. Hold on. I'm going to create a new layer. And then I'm going to crop the image. What's happening here? I got it. I'm going to go to the original image and I'm just going to crop it to the 4:5 ratio. I think I want more of the sky in the image, so I'm just going to bring this over, drag this over here, drop it, Control T, resize it. I'm going to stretch the image because I like the full image. I'm going to stretch the image. So I'm going to come right here and I'm going to press the marquee tool, make a selection, then Control T, and then I'm just going to drag the image, holding on Shift and then drag the image. And then I'm going to do the same thing to this side using the marquee tool, Control T, and then hold on Shift and drag the image. All right, good. Because I want more of the sky, and if I crop it out, I won't get more of the sky. So I'm going to put her in the middle, or sort of in the middle. All right, good. So this is the 8:10 ratio. And this is what I always crop my image to because I want to have the full size image to be uploaded on the page and Photoshop. All right, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to save the image for Instagram now. So I'm going to go to File, and then I'm going to go to Export, and then Save for Web. So this is the part where you're going to save the image so you do not lose any color when you're exporting, and the sharpness is still 100%. What we should understand as well is that, let me zoom the image, let me decrease the size. What you need to understand is that when you upload your full-size image to Instagram, Instagram is going to down sample the image so it can fit on their website and it loads fast. I would suggest that you do it inside of Photoshop so Instagram will not have to do it for you. It's the same thing for our website as well. You downsize the image so it can load faster. It's the same thing with Instagram. You downsize the image so it can load faster and it doesn't decrease the quality. All right, good. So the image is now inside of Photoshop. What you should do now, this is a vertical image, so you want to change the width. And what you're going to do is to put 1080. So when you put 1080, it's going to change the height of the image automatically, so you don't have to worry about that. If it's a horizontal image, what you would do, you change the width to 1350. You would put 1350 if it's a vertical. This is a horizontal photo, all right? What you want to ensure as well is that your quality can be at, well, you want to watch it right here. You see where it says 38 seconds? When you're uploading this to our website and it's at 38 seconds, it means that once they go to the website, it will load very, very fast, right? So sometimes changing the quality can bring up the size. You see it? It went to 153 seconds. So that's how long it's going to take to load if it's on your website or maybe on Instagram as well. I like to keep mine at 60. So it's a small image. As a matter of fact, I'm not going to keep it at 60 because sometimes when you're uploading it to Instagram, it will decrease the size as well. I'm going to put it at 100 for now. So when I upload this to Instagram, it will show the best quality on Instagram. All right, so I'm going to save it now. And yeah, this is my folder that I save everything to when I'm uploading to Instagram, and then I'm just going to save it right there. Good. If you want to create a vertical image now for Instagram, which I would suggest that most of you guys do that instead of using the full size image to put on your story. That's what I meant to say. Create a vertical image for your story. So it's the same process. You want to come over here to where it says crop. Then you want to change this to 16 by 9. You want to change this. You want to click this right here to rotate it. So it's going to be 9 by 16 now. And then you want to press enter. You can crop it if you want, like maybe like that. And then press enter. All right, I see I have an error here. All right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to the original. You know what? Let me add my logo to this first. I'm not sure what's happening here, but you know what? Yeah, leave that. I'm going to do it on this image. All right, so I had a duplicate. I'm just going to go over to the duplicate image and do that one. So you want to come over here to the crop tool again and go to 16 by 9, and then this is the image. Good. So you want to just put it in the center and press enter. Now you have a vertical image for Instagram. I'm just going to add my logo to it now. I'm going to add my A to it. I'm going to put the A in the center right there, like that. Yeah, just like that. And I could just add my Andredesignz. I'm not sure what's happening to this thing right here. It's giving problem. I could add this right here. I could add either, maybe the A or this one, but I like the A, so I'm going to do both. And then I'm going to save it as well. Wait, I'm going to export it as well. What am I doing? Export. All right, for this one, it's a little bit tricky. I don't remember the size for the vertical. I think it's 1080. I think it's the same thing. 1080 by 1920. Yeah, 1080 across, 1920 down. So it's the same thing. 1080 for anyone. And I'm going to save. I'm going to save this to that right there. Good. So that is it. Once you upload this image to Instagram story or your feed, you will have a really good quality image, and you will not have to worry about your images losing color or anything like that. So I'm going to add my logo here, or my watermark here, and my A. Wait, I'm going to add my A here as well. I don't know why I always want to use my A. For some reason I want to start using my A. All right, I already have a shortcut or a action to automatically upload it to my what do you call it, Dropbox, and it's right here. I say Dropbox. So yeah, so that's basically it. All right, let me see what this person is saying. No, it says I do my retouching using the mouse, but trust me, sometimes it feels like I under retouch my images. All right, I stopped using my mouse for retouching. I use my pen, my graphic pen. I just use that only because the only time I use the mouse is when I'm using the pen tool to do a cutout, because for some reason the pen, using the what do you call it, the pen to do the cutting out, it's very, very hard. I can't do it. For some reason it doesn't work for me. But when I'm using the pen tool and using the mouse, I can do a more accurate what do you call it, accurate selection. Yeah, so I hope you guys learned something from this video. My internet speed is not so good for uploading, so I'm going to go now. So thank you guys for tuning in, and like and share this video. Thanks again. Oh, Patrick is saying something. It says, how do you create the Dropbox action? All right, so let me quickly show you how I create the Dropbox action. So let me come over here, and I'm going to change this from button to the regular view, and I'm going to show you. So you're going to come right here, then you're going to click on new, and you could name this action Dropbox. well, I'm going to say drop. Well, I'm going to say DB, and I'm going to say record. All right. So once you start making any adjustments to the image itself, it's going to record. So you don't want to make any adjustments. All you want to do is to create an action to save to Dropbox automatically. All right. So the image is already here, as you can see. So all you have to do now is to go to File, Export, and then Save for Web. When you go to Save for Web, you're going to put in the width, which is 1080, and that is the vertical size or the portrait size for Instagram, and then you click Save. When you click Save, you have to go to the folder where your Dropbox is. So once you go to your phone, you can go to your phone and you log into the Dropbox. Wherever in your Dropbox you want to save your image, you save your image there. That's where you want to put this action. So you click Save, and once you click Save, it's going to ask me to replace this because I already have one there, and then you're done. So all you have to do now is to press Stop, and then once you, I'm going to turn this back into a button. Once you click DB, all right, you're going to watch this right here. Watch this icon right here. Once you click DB, you're going to see where it's uploading. So look, you see it's uploading right now. So the icon turned blue. So automatically it goes to your Dropbox by just clicking that one button. And then I just pick up my phone and go to the Dropbox and save it to my phone, then upload it to Instagram. You don't want to put it in your WhatsApp. You want to do Dropbox or any other program, or maybe you want to save the file to your memory card. If you have a Samsung phone, you can do it that way as well. So yes, guys, that is it. I don't think I have anything more to add to this image. All right, same here. When I retouch, I use the mouse and struggle. Yeah. Yeah, some people will recommend the Wacom tablet. It's too expensive. I wouldn't buy it, but maybe it's better than these other tablets. The one that I have is the XP pen. I paid about $86 for it. I think it's lower now. Yeah, I think any tablet should work for you. But yeah, that is it, guys. Any other questions before I go? Because I'm about to go now. I'm going to wait for like 10 seconds to see if there are any more questions. And then I go, because I'm looking at the warning here in the stream and it's saying that the stream is not moving smoothly, so I don't really want to stay too long. All right, so we have 5 more seconds for the question. All right, let me see if anybody has any questions. All right, so I guess there are no more questions. No. If you have, yes, I have the XP pen tablet. You can just type that in Amazon and you will find a link. They have different versions. I have an older version. I think mine is series 06, I believe it is. But I believe they have upgraded versions. I think any tablet should work for you. Eugene is saying, Andre, you really helped me in the past. You made me understand retouching. I'm glad I was able to. I'm really happy that I was able to help people by showing how I actually do my edits. And, I'm glad that people appreciate it. And I will not stop doing this because it's something that I love. And I'm doing it out of the willingness of my heart. I don't do it to make money from YouTube or to get fame. I do it because I want to share. Because I learned a lot from YouTube, and I just think that whatever I learned, I think I can show you guys as well. And, that's what I'm doing. Oh, Patrick had a question. I didn't see that. How did you create the Dropbox action? Oh, I did that before. I answered that one before. Yeah, so guys, thank you for watching, and I'm going to go now. So just go over to Instagram now and like this image. I'm going to upload it right now. So just go over and show some love. Thank you. Bye-bye.